Yo, what's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name's Anton. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because we're returning to Melissa Etheridge, and this time Breathe. And you guys know me, I have loved the last two Melissa Etheridge songs. And I looked up like when this song came out. I think this was like 2001 or 2004. This was in the 2000s. And her first record that I Like the Way I Do, which was the first I heard by her, came out in 1988. So I don't know if this one's good, but the fact that she had a single in 2004, I think it's 2004, almost 20 years after her debut, that just shows that she's a very talented artist to have that kind of longevity. And I'm excited. I really love her voice, her gravity, just her down to earthness. I really like it. But as always, if you have any artists you want me to check out, please leave a comment down below. And if you want to vote on what artists come on the channel every single week, definitely join the Discord, third link down below. That's also where you're going to hang out with me and hang out with the entire ArcVision community and just find like-minded people like yourself, which I believe is very important today, for sure. Just find people that, have the same kind of musical taste as you, because that's so personal, you know what I mean? It's like everyone's always looking for people to like show music to. So that's one way. Check out the Discord. Also want to give a big shout out to Scott Rooney from the Patreon for requesting this song. And Scott is the reason we've had Melissa Etheridge on the channel at all. So I love Scott. And that's it. So let's get into Melissa Etheridge, Breathe.
A lot of times the odds were against us, but we still came out and won the ball game. It was just a drive within myself, to want to be the best. That was what coaching was all about.
Wow.
I played the fool today, and I just dream of vanishing into the crowd.
Yeah, she has the coolest voice, man. Honestly, it's so I've said this before on the like the Way I Do video. But she has this, like, she's one of those artists, along with Savage Garden, Matchbox 20, Celine Dion, actually, Roxette, a couple others, that they just seem to have this way with verses. Like I always say, so many bands, they can kick ass in the chorus, but the verses are very melodyless. They don't hook you in the ear. You don't go, wow, like you're just sitting into this vibe, where immediately that verse, she just had me. And I was just like, okay, where are we going with this? Because this is already like as good as a chorus to me. In some sense, I know chorus is gonna be even better because I'm a chorus guy. But I love artists that every part of the song is catchy. And I don't use catchy like pop catchy. I just mean they actually like, it's like, isn't music supposed to be catchy? Like, if we're not making music catchy, why don't you just do poetry? You know what I mean? It's like, isn't the whole point of music is you're supposed to give you something to feel and infuse you with life? And a lot of the time, the way that's done is like, catchiness is like a melody that is like real. It's like, I feel like catchiness is like you've caught the magic of music. Is like music is just notes, but when arranged correctly, when arranged in a certain order, creates magic. It weaves a spell on you. It enraptures you. It fills you with life. But if I just played this note, a random note, and a random note, that doesn't infuse me with life. It sounds, maybe I go, oh, I kind of like that note, but it's not magical. But when you create a song, when you arrange these notes in certain patterns, you get a Celine Dion, you get a whoa, like, Listen to Your Heart, Roxette, or whatever these great songs you love. Then you go, this is more than notes. This is spellbinding. And I find that that's like catchiness. It's like all our favorite songs, unless we fall in love with the lyric, is catchy. It sticks with us. It literally like releases like dopamine in your body. It does something to you, like on a biochemical level. You just go, it's almost like heroin. Like I need more of that. It has unlocked a part of me that was dormant. And that's why I love when an artist can make every part of the song catchy, worthwhile, melodic. I love that. So let's get back into this.
Just to drive within myself, you know, to want to be the best. That was what coaching was all about.
I played the fool today, and I just dream of vanishing into the crowd.
Yeah.
Longing for home again. But home is a feeling I buried in you. I'm alright, I'm alright. It only hurts when I breathe. And I can't ask for things to be still again.
Wow.
I can't ask
Classic
if I
sound.
could walk through the world in your eyes, longing for home again. But home is a feeling I buried in you. I'm alright, I'm alright. It only hurts when I breathe. I'm alright, I'm alright. It only hurts when I breathe. My window through which nothing hides and everything says. I'm counting the signs and cursing the miles in between.
Yeah.
Home is a feeling I buried in you, that I buried in you.
Good lyric.
I'm alright, I'm alright. It only hurts when I breathe. I'm alright, I'm alright. It only hurts when I breathe.
Guitar solo.
When I breathe, yeah, it only hurts when I breathe. When I breathe, oh, it only hurts when I breathe.
Building. Wow. Scott Rooney. Dude, that was amazing. That was amazing on many levels. That music video is absolutely phenomenal too. There was such a feeling of history, of home. In a lyric, home is what's the lyric? Home is something I buried in you. Is a feel home, but home is a feeling I buried in you. I love that. But yeah, back to the music video itself had this very timeless quality. Obviously, it was literally footage. And there's something about, like, I'm Canadian. We have long winters. And I don't usually like the winter. I bitch about the winter a lot, actually. I don't like it. Now, this video, there's such a beauty to the winter. On certain, the winter brings an atmosphere on certain days. It brings an atmosphere, a chill mixed with a warmth. Like if you have like a beautiful cold winter day, but the sun's out, that's magical. There's something about the duality, the dichotomy of the warmth of the sun and the white in the white wonderland, and the cold and the brisk. It's those two forces that are like in polar opposition, that what they create is so beautiful. And even like the atmosphere in this video, even like the video and the song, I literally don't think you could have found a better video, because the song, her voice, Melissa's voice is so rich, it's so husky, it's so raspy, it's so like it's so real, it's so gritty. And the video was gritty. It was, and her voice is also like in some ways she reminds me of Adele, not in the sound, but there's this sentimental quality to both of their voices that they feel like they're taking you on a trip through time, through their emotions, through their past. They grip hold of you and they drag you through the imagery of their past, through their lyrics. They're both impeccable at that. And I can't believe Melissa Etheridge is not more popular, because she's absolutely wickedly talented. She just, who wrote this song? Produced by John Shanks. Who did, what else has he done? Miley Cyrus, Enrique Iglesias, Kelly Clarkson, Breakaway, great song. Pocket Full of Sunshine, I feel like I've heard of that one. And it's funny because she is not one of his biggest ones, Melissa Etheridge. She's not even in the top 10. So he's done a lot of pop stuff, a lot of emotional stuff. He did Avicii, Sheryl Crow, Barbra Streisand, Colby Kylie. I you guys told me how to say her name. I forget. Bon Jovi, Ashley Simpson. So he's done a lot of these pop rock records, John Shanks. So he's very good. He did a great job in this one. This was written by, oh shit, this was not even written by her. Ryan Jordan, Mark Weniger, Andrew Dwiggins. Cover. This is a cover. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I want to hear the original. But it fits her style so well. Either it fits her style or she made it her style. But yeah, this was absolutely fantastic. But yeah, there's just I felt like I was transported into another world listening to this. Kind of like, you know, I love the TV show Friday Night Lights. So I love football. And I love the atmosphere of small towns and small town ethics and small town ways of life and everyone coming together and the small things in life. As much as I'm a big picture thinker, I'm an empire builder, the way my brain works. I think so globally, but there's part of me that's so drawn to the small things in life. And I feel like as a society, as a world, I think we've missed out on that in a lot of our Western society. I feel like we don't appreciate simplicity. We don't appreciate the heart much at all. We worship the mind. We worship work ethic. We worship type A personality, business, capitalism. And none of those things are bad, but it's just, we don't worship the small things. We don't worship a hug, compassion, love. We worship love in a grand sense. But we don't worship love of just, I love you, man. Like, you know, come in here. You know what I mean? It's interesting. I feel like a lot of Melissa, what I get from her is she has this very like kind of, I don't know, I get like a small town mentality from her in some sense, like a no bullshit, like a let's just be here now. I don't know if that's true. That's just what I get from her. Those are the 3 songs I've heard kind of paint this picture, I feel. But this was brilliant. And Matt Vardell, I know you like this song too. And I feel like this is a really good, and I feel like this has such like a, not an Americana, but this has such a classic American vibe. You know, what Hollywood, the spell they've played on me to make me think that's what it is. But this has such like just a wholesome feeling. Like I feel like that's like, you know, the American small town thing. It's like, it's just wholesome. You know, I really love it. Yeah, this was great. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, and then there was something because I wanted to say about the lyrics. I played a fool today. I dream that just dream of vanishing into the crowd. Kind of what I was saying is just the small things. Longing for home again, but home is a feeling I buried in you. That's such a good line. That is such a good line. I'm all right, it only hurts when I breathe. Another great line. That isn't that a line that just, you feel it? You get it. I'm all right, it only hurts when I breathe. Yeah, such a profound, simple line. Those are my favorite kinds of lines. They're just simple, but they're profound at the same time. Because it only hurts when I breathe. I'm okay. You know, most of the time I'm not living. I'm not alive. You know what I mean? But when I breathe, when I accept the world, when I come alive, when I take that breath, you know, my broken heart is wounded. You know, I can feel when I take that breath in my lungs, when my heart expands, I can feel also the expansion of the wound, of the cut in my heart, in some sense. You know what I mean? It's like you can feel the scar tissue open up. It's like when you open yourself up, you can feel the wound that hurt you, that had you close down, close inwards. I love that line. Man, Green Wheel. I don't know who the heck they are, but this is a well-written song. And I can't ask for things to be still again. No, I can't ask if I could walk through the world in your eyes, longing for home again. But home is a feeling. I just love that. I love that line so much. My window through which nothing hides and everything sings. I'm counting the signs and cursing the miles in between. Wow. There is this kind of wonder of this idea of finding a soulmate, someone who feels like home. You know, the world rarely feels like home to us, does it? And it's like our feeling of home is an illusion anyway, because it is usually tied with the past. And if you even go back to your hometown, your home city, in some sense, it doesn't feel like home. It feels like an illusion, feels like an imitation of home in some weird way. So home is this ever fleeting thing that doesn't actually exist. It only exists in memory. Just like you go to your old house and it feels way smaller because when you looked at your old house, you were a child, you were only 3 feet tall, and you looked up and everything was big. Your dad, your mom were giants. So even your idea, your memories of home don't even exist because you don't exist, because that past you was literally like a different physiological object. It was a different thing. It was a different person because every cell in your body is different now. So you are just a memory. Everything home is just a memory. The memories of something that doesn't exist anymore. It's interesting. And it sounds very dark maybe when I talk about it like that, but I think there's such a beauty to that too. That home is immortal in you. It's immortal in your memories. And hopefully you find somebody that can capture the feeling of home because the world has lost it, because home doesn't exist in the world anymore. It only exists in memory in this person. And at the same time, it's not healthy to put your sense of home into somebody. But we all do it. You know, it just goes to the fact that we're all just children at heart. We're all just wounded children. You know what I mean? But yeah, brilliant song, Scott Rooney. And yeah, what do you guys think of this one? Let me know down below. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, definitely leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, if you're keep passing these videos around. It really goes a long way. If you want to help me get to 1 million subscribers, keep posting these videos, passing them around to friends and people that like reactions. It's the best thing to do. And I sincerely appreciate anyone who's shared my work with your friends and your families and stuff. I appreciate it. And that's it. So I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.